Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel DestinyMoonTarot. In today's reading, I'm going to be finding out what big happy changes are going to take place in your life, what is causing them, what your life is going to look like when these changes do happen, and all that good stuff. So as always, I have 3 groups prepared for you guys to pick from. We have group number 1 with the lapis lazuli heart, group number 2 with the opalite heart, and group number 3 with the green aventurine heart. What I want you all to do is take as much time as you need. Pause this video if you'd like to pick either one or multiple of these groups depending on what crystals or what cards are calling out to you. Once you have picked your group or groups, you can go down into the description box below to find timestamps that correlate to your group's reading. Hi group 1, if you chose the lapis lazuli heart crystal, then this is going to be your reading about what big changes are coming into your life. I'm going to be live shuffling the tarot for you guys to find out what big changes, what big happy changes are coming into your life. Group number 1, big happy changes please in the lives of group number 1. The 7 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and I just need one more card. The Tower. Yes, there are big changes coming into your life. Obviously, we have the 9 of Cups as your bottom deck energy. Okay, let's get started with your reading. So with the Tower being here, there definitely is a big sudden change that's coming into your life, and I feel like with most of you, this change has got to do something with work. I feel either in terms of like what you do for a living, or just something that kind of brings out your creativity. With the 7 of Wands, I do feel like this is something that you have been struggling with. This is a challenge or an obstacle that you have been struggling with for a while now. It almost felt like you're all alone. You're just, you know, it's just you against the world. Like, that's the feeling that I'm getting. But with the 6 of Wands, something that I see is that you're definitely going to have success, you're definitely going to have victory, you're definitely going to have the appreciation that you have expected and you were, you know, working towards. I feel like for a very long time you've been putting in the work and not really seeing the rewards for it. And the big happy change that's coming into your life all of a sudden, you know, out of the blue, is a lot of success, a lot of, you know, appreciation, you finally being seen as, you know, the hardworking, valuable employee that you are. Or, you know, this is just people realizing your value. This is people celebrating your success with you. This is people looking up to you. Okay, so yeah, I definitely see a lot of success happening in terms of your work, what you do for a living. I feel like that's the big happy change that's coming into your life. Let's find out what is causing this change. So here we have garden. Something lovely will grow from this. So yeah, there is this feeling, like I was saying with the 7 of Wands, I feel like it has been you against the world for a very long time. This is something that you have been, you know, putting in your energy towards for a very long time. This is something that you could have started from scratch. So for a lot of you, maybe this is like a business that you have started from scratch. Like, you were the one who had the idea, you're the one who got the investment, you're the one who does all the, you know, dealings with the clients, you're the one who procures the raw materials, or like, you know, whatever product it is that you sell. Whatever this is, I feel like you are a very involved like element of whatever it is that you do for a living. If this is like a 9 to 5 that you work in, I feel like you have literally started from the bottom and now like made it to the top. So, you know, this is like a promotion that's happening, and maybe you started off your job at like an entry level and now you're leveling up. You know, so I do feel like there is this energy of you planting in the seeds for the growth that you are now seeing or going to see, because this is a happy change that is coming into your life. With the Tower, I feel like this is going to happen very quickly, and also because you have a lot of wand cards, and this lady here has a sword. So like the sword and the wands suit in tarot in terms of timing means days or weeks, and with the Tower it's like a very quick sudden change. So you know, this is a change that could happen very quickly within a couple of days or a couple of weeks. But I just personally find that timing is very subjective. I feel like whenever we are really truly ready for big changes to happen in our life is when they actually happen. The next two cards that I have for you guys is Logos and Fehu. So what I can see in these two cards is that once this big change happens, you are definitely going to be living a life of more comfort, more luxury. You know, I think finances are not really going to be a problem. I think you're going to be living a very comfortable life once this big change happens with this card right here. With Logos, I feel like something that's really causing this big change is you doing some inner work. I feel like this big change is going to bring into your life more softness, like more feminine energy, just like more nurturing energy. There's just like this feeling of comfort, like you know how like some people work really hard to reach their goals, to have like this level of success because they want to be successful, because they want like a certain lifestyle, or because they want like, you know, to grow further from there. But I feel like what I can see happening here is that your lifestyle definitely will be improving, but I feel like you are more so going to be in a much more comfortable place, okay? Whether it's with your finances, whether it's with your emotions, whether it is with, you know, seeing your own worth and your own value, whether it is how you deal with future obstacles, okay, in life in general, but also specifically with your career. I do feel like there is this feeling of comfort, and you know, there's this soft feminine energy, there's this like, you know, nurturing, creative, just gentle energy where, you know, you are really planting in the seed for something that's growing, kind of like how the feminine, you know, is nurturing in the sense that they grow life within them. I do feel like there is going to be this energy in your life where you are just going to be taking care of yourself better. This progress, this success, this victory in your life, it's going to help you get in touch with your feminine side a lot more. I feel like I don't see the masculine traits of victory here. I don't see like, you know, aggression and like, you know, egoistic sort of nature. I'm seeing like really soft, calm energy, just like, you know, comfort, nurturing. I see creativity, even though there is the Tower here. I feel like this is not chaotic energy. This is a very calm energy that you're going to be in once this big change happens in your life. There's so much water here, so I do feel like in terms of your emotions, you're just gonna go in deeper. You're gonna understand yourself better. You're going to be able to take care of yourself a lot better. You might be able to nurture like your inner child in a much better way, or in a way that you've always wanted to. Like, you know, you might be fulfilling some childhood dreams of yours, like I don't know, like going on some sort of vacation that you've always wanted to go on as a child, or like, you know, buying something that you've always wanted to when you were a kid. Maybe when you were a child, you weren't allowed to have a pet, and now all of a sudden, because you have this financial freedom and this financial growth, you are going to be in a position where you can fulfill all of your desires and nurture those desires. So, you know, you might be able to get a pet and actually have more time and more resources to be able to look after that pet really well. So that is what I'm seeing happening here for you guys. Your next two cards are Mindfulness and Blossom. So yeah, you're definitely blossoming and growing. into this like next phase of your life, into this more feminine energy. And you don't have to be a feminine to, you know, embrace the feminine side of you. We have feminine and masculine traits in all of us. So I do feel like you are blossoming, just nurturing and growing and just becoming more in touch with your feminine side. And I think by doing that, it's going to bring a lot of peace and a lot of comfort into your life. Yeah, that's the main energy that I'm feeling here. There's like so much, like there's these zen vibes that I'm getting. And like look at this card, like look at this mindfulness card, like look at how at peace this cat looks, like look at how peaceful this whole card looks. And I feel like that's the energy with your whole reading. There's just so much peace, there's so much like, you know, good vibes here. Like, you know, there's this very soft, nurturing, gentle energy. I feel like you guys are really like polite and graceful. Some of you might be very soft spoken, you have a very sweet voice maybe, but yeah, like that's the energy that I'm getting. It's gonna help you grow, become more in touch with your emotions, become more in touch with yourself. It's going to help you kind of level up in terms of your lifestyle, in terms of maybe even the way that you look, or maybe the way that you dress. There is like a glow up energy here as well. I think you're going to start dressing in like a much more feminine way. I feel like you're going to be wearing a lot more dresses and like softer colors, like a classic, timeless, you know, feminine outfit is what I see you in. Like, you know, very pretty floral flowy dresses and like light pastel colors maybe. Like that's the energy that I'm getting from this reading group number 1. Like that's the big change I see happening in your life. There's like a glow up, there's like a level up, and that level up is bringing in a lot of peace into your life and a lot of comfort into your life as well. So yeah, that's the reading that I have for you guys, group number 1. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 2, if you chose the opalite heart crystal, then this is going to be your reading. Let's find out what big happy changes are coming into your life. I'm going to be live shuffling the tarot for you to find out what big happy changes are coming into your life. So here we have the High Priestess, the Devil, and the King of Swords. Your bottom deck energy is the Fool. So yeah, new beginnings, new opportunities, like just a new journey in your life is what I can see you embarking upon. And this new journey could be something that was a long time coming, I feel, for you guys, group number 2. With the Devil here, I feel like this is an energy that you have been trapped in for a really long time, that you're finally freeing yourself from. You're being very clear, very open in your, you know, communication. I feel like you have a very strong mind. Like you have decided that you are going to break out of this toxic situation, this like situation that's keeping you down, it's keeping you trapped, it's keeping you tied. You're gonna break out of this. You've decided it. You've decided, you've made up your mind that you're gonna get out of this situation, and you will. That's the big change that's happening in your life. This situation could be anything. This could be like, you know, a toxic relationship. This could be a toxic workplace, a toxic family. This could also be like a toxic society, like in general. So like, you know, you deciding that things, just because they've been happening a certain way doesn't mean they have to continue to happen that way. Okay, so maybe like breaking out of these cycles of like traditions, you know, toxic things, wrong things that have just been happening in the name of traditions. And I feel like this is a calling that you've had. Like you have had this like intuitive download that has helped you decide that you no longer want to be in this situation anymore. I feel like with the High Priestess, there is this idea of like a higher power working with you. So like this could be a life purpose for you, like this could be one of the things that you have incarnated into this life to really learn and deal with, you know, how to get out of toxic situations or help someone else get out of toxic situations. But there is this like higher power that's behind you even, you know, becoming strong enough in your mind to be able to break through and break out of this situation. And like the thing that I see happening here is that you definitely are breaking free. You know, you're becoming more independent when it comes to how you think and what you say. And I feel like all of that is guided from your intuition, or like that is one of your like life purposes. Like that's what you've come here to do. There's like a much more deeper reason for you to, you know, break out of this cycle. Like this is not something that just happened in your life because it was a mistake or because, you know, this just happened. This was meant to happen because you were meant to break out of this cycle, break out of this pattern. Your next card is Witch. Justice is coming. So yeah, I feel like what's causing this change is your need for justice. Maybe you have Libra very strongly in your chart, sun, moon or rising or somewhere else in your chart. With Justice is coming and Witch, I feel like what is causing this big change to happen is that I think that there was always this feeling that you had even when you were a little kid, maybe, that you always wanted to do the right thing. And you know, you're very righteous, you are someone who believes in justice, you're someone who believes in equality for all, and it really makes you very sad or angry, maybe ever since you were a child, when you saw injustices happening. Okay, whether this was out in the society, whether this was in your own house, you know, whether it was just your brother having more freedom than you just because you're a girl, or you know, just seeing how women in the world don't have an opportunity to go to schools or colleges just because they are women. You know, whatever the situation is, I feel like these type of situations, these like injustices, are something that have bothered you either your whole life or for just a very long time. And I think what's causing this change to happen is that you are stepping into your power, so much so that you're not scared of, you know, authority anymore. I feel like maybe now you're just older and you're an adult, so you feel like you can live your life the way that you want to. What you're deciding and what you're realizing now is that like authority figures are basically not always looking at your highest good. Okay, sometimes they're just thinking about themselves, they're just thinking about how they can stay in power, or like maybe, you know, these things have just been happening in the name of tradition, so you know, nobody is allowed to question them, or like, you know, nobody has authority to question them. But I feel like what you're realizing is that now that you are an individual who's stepping into their own power, you're realizing that it doesn't have to be someone else's problem. Like, you know, if you want to stand up for someone, you can do that, and you know, your voice is important and it deserves to be heard. And irrespective of whether this is you standing up for yourself or for someone else, I feel like you're just stepping into your power, where you realize that you're not meant to be held down and you don't want to be held down anymore. You know, you want to grow and you want to live your best life, you want freedom, you want independence. And I feel like that is really causing this big change into your life. You just, you know, opening up your closet one day, this could be like a literal closet or like a metaphoric closet, like, you know, you kind of looking back into your life and realizing that you were very passionate about something and you have that power. All you have to do is take that power out of that closet and use it, you know, and like, you know, remind yourself of the skills that you have, remind yourself of, you know, how strong and independent you are, and the fact that you can take care of yourself and also stand up for those who probably can't stand up for themselves. So I feel like that is something that's changing. So maybe like, you know, you are reading a diary from your childhood, or like, you know, you are doing some inner work where you realize that you've always been this person who, you know, was very fair and just, and the situation you're in right now is not something that you are comfortable in, and it is very toxic for you, or this is just a situation that's very limiting. So I do feel like that is something that is going to be causing this big change to happen in your life. Your next two cards are Isa and Othala. So I do feel like you have been feeling quite stuck in your circumstances for quite some time, which was something that I was getting with the devil energy. Like you're just stuck in traffic and there's nothing you can do about it. But for whatever reason, you were stuck. You feel like you don't want to be stuck anymore. You just feel like there is something that you can do, even if that is just stepping out of your car and just like walking towards whatever the situation is. Maybe, you know, helping guide traffic so that you guys can also move. And that's like a literal example, but I mean, this could mean anything, right? Like, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, sometimes we feel like we're stuck in this situation because there's nothing that we can do, but I feel like what you are realizing and what's causing this change in your life is that you're taking your power back. You're saying, no, there is something that I can do about it, and I am going to do something about it. I am going to try my best, and I know if I try my best, I am going to succeed, and I know what I deserve. So I'm just gonna ask for, you know, my right to exist freely, openly in the world. With Othala, I do feel like this is, you know, something that has been happening for a very long time. Okay, so like, with this situation, I feel like this could either be like a generational curse that you are breaking, or, you know, like everyone in your family has faced this, so you're also stuck in this situation, but you're deciding to step out of it. There is like this energy of you breaking patterns, breaking generational curses, because literally your next card is patterns and relaxation. So yeah, I do feel like there is just this pattern of how things are normally, or how things should be done, or this is how things are done. These are patterns that you're breaking out of. These are like toxic, limiting patterns that you're breaking out of, and that's the big happy change that's happening into your life. You're stepping into a place of more power, more, you know, freedom, more individuality, where, you know, you don't feel so trapped and you don't feel so limited, that you actually feel free, and that freedom is bringing a lot of relaxation into your life. You know, like, you're just feeling like you can finally breathe. So that's the reading that I have for you guys, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Claim this reading in the comments below as well. Also subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 3, if you chose the green aventurine heart crystal, then this is going to be your reading about what big happy changes are coming into your life. So let's find out what big happy changes are coming into your life. Group number 3, I'm live shuffling the tarot for you guys. I just want 2 more cards. The first card we have here is the Knight of Wands. Then we have the Chariot. And we have the Moon. I was just going to say that there's so much like fiery, passionate, like, you know, go-getting energy here, and then we have the Moon. Your bottom deck energy is more fiery, passionate energy with the Ace of Wands. So a big happy change that I see happening in your life, group number 3, is that you are embarking on a new journey that includes maybe you traveling or moving to a new place. You're moving towards the next phase of your life with the Chariot, and I feel like there's this energy of just destiny in your reading, like you're destined to be on this path. This next big thing that's happening, this next big happy change in your life is destined to happen. I want to get just one more card to clarify why the Moon is here. I feel like there is definitely something to do with destiny. There is like a higher power that's guiding you, but with the Moon, I don't know why I'm getting a feeling like you're not really supposed to know where this journey is headed, or like where this big change is going to happen. Yeah, Two of Wands. Like it's not decided yet where you're going to go, or like where you're going to end up. It's just like, I feel like all you need to know right now is that this is the best decision for you, this is the best path for you, this is your destined path. And yeah, I feel like more information than that doesn't want to come out right now, so I'm just going to add your oracle cards to find out some more information about this situation. Let's find out first what is causing this change to happen. So we have gray, endings are inevitable. Okay, so I feel like something might be ending in your life, and that is going to push you into making this big happy change. Maybe something is ending in a way that you had not seen coming, or you know, you were not prepared for, or something that you didn't want or didn't wish would happen is actually happening, and that is kind of like, you know, pushing you to make this move or this change. So you know, you might be a little bit hesitant about this change. You might initially feel like you don't want this change to happen. I feel like maybe the people in this group are a little bit scared of change. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. So you're watching this reading with like an anticipation of like, you know, what is going to happen next, so you can be prepared for it. But I feel like what really is causing this big happy change in your life is just something very suddenly ending in your life, and you know, that's kind of forcing you to make this change. And even though this change is scary, and even though this is a big happy change, you're still scared of it because it is a change. That's the energy that I'm picking up here. Let's add two more cards to find out what this big happy change is. So here we have Hagalos and we have Gibo. So yeah, this big happy change. Yes, look at that. There's like a storm, there's a hurricane, there's a flood all at once, dude. Like there's so much chaotic energy here that's just gonna be like, you have no other option. You think it's just a flood so you can, you know, climb on top of your car. No, I'm gonna give you a thunderstorm, I'm going to give you a hurricane, I'm going to give you everything that's going to push you to make this change. I feel like that's what the universe is telling you. Just be open to more changes. Like, you know, I'm just gonna keep putting you in a situation that's really difficult till you actually make the change in your life, till you actually realize that some change is inevitable and some change is good and some change is needed, because we can't live in the same constant way all the time. Like, change is the only constant, right? And this is a big happy change. It's going to be bringing a lot of celebration in your life. This is going to be like a blessing from the gods, and that's exactly what I was saying with the Chariot. There is this energy of like destiny in your reading. Like, you're destined to experience this big happy change. This is going to give you a cause for celebration. Some of you are moving, so like this could be like moving into a new house, or like, you know, moving to a new city, moving to a new country, moving to a place where the culture is very different from what you are normally used to, maybe. And maybe that's also something that's making you a little bit scared. You know, you don't want to say or do something that's offensive, like, you know, unknowingly. Maybe that is a fear that you have. But yeah, like I feel like this moon came up because you're too in your head. You're too in your head, and you know, you always have these choices to make, but then you're too in your head. You're like, no, shush, shush, no, everything's fine where we are. We don't have to make this change. We don't have to do anything. We just have to quieten our mind. Like, I feel like life gives you an opportunity to make changes in your life, but you just, like, you know, go shush, no, 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 I'm fine, I'm okay where I am. Like, you know, just be quiet, be subtle, be, you know, kind of invisible, and nobody's gonna notice us, nobody's gonna pick on us, and we're just gonna, you know, continue living our life that we are used to. But yeah, this big happy change is definitely bringing a lot of celebration into your life. It is going to act like a big blessing, like I said, in your life. So it's not even something that you have to be scared of. Your next cards are whimsy and winter. So yes, there is big change. Winter is the last phase of, you know, the season, and that just means something new has to start and begin. So maybe you are in the winter of your life right now. There is this desperate need for you to change your circumstances or change where your energy is flowing right now. And with whimsy, I feel like, look at this cat, this fairy cat is just, like, you know, just sitting there and appreciating, and just, like, you know, watching these like what are they dandelions? I think they are just floating around. Like, this cat has nothing else to do, nothing to worry about. They're just enjoying where they are right now. They're just, you know, looking at how beautiful this current situation is, this current change is, and, you know, really appreciating it, really just living in the moment and not worrying about the future. I feel like that's the next big happy change in your life. It's gonna be so happy, it's going to be so, you know, fulfilling, that it is going to be like a new journey altogether, and that could be scary, and that's probably going to bring its own challenges, yes, but it's also going to be something very beautiful. It is going to be something that's going to bring a lot of happiness into your life, a lot of blessings in your life. It is going to take you where you're supposed to be. It's also bringing in a lot of beauty, a lot of peace and calm in your life. 11:11 on my clock when I said that. Make a wish for this journey to be easier, or make a wish for you to have people around you who are supportive in your journey in this new phase of life. You know, people who understand you and love you and are going to stand by you when you're making big changes, when you need help. So that's the reading that I have for you guys, group number 3. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Also subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.